What's happening, y'all? It's Resin47 back again with another episode of my music collection. Last time I was showing off my entire cassette collection in part 15. This is part 16 now. I'm going back to the CDs for this one. I got a lot of new CDs I'm going to be going through for the next couple episodes, so be sure to stay tuned for these. Make sure you're subscribed. First off, these first three are from 2023, the releases and the times that I got them. So first up is Royale Criminal Discourse from 2023. I've talked about Royale before in an earlier collection video. And this is my favorite album of his. It used to be Baltimore Housing Project, but this topped it. This album is based on, hailing shit in the streets. Don't talk about your dirt on the phone because they got the phones tapped. And bringing that to a hip-hop album is very fucking dope. It fits perfectly for like an East Coast boom bap album. And that's what this is right here. Royale is probably my favorite rapper in the underground right now that's not like Juggalo related. So you got songs like the Criminal Discourse intro, Carlito and Kleinfeld with Cool G Rap, Dial Tone, Slot Time with Saigon, Romello Scuggs, The Money Phone Pick, my favorite song on the album, Jaw Tap. Love that beat, and I don't know who it is. I think it's DJ Grasshopper scratching over Mobb Deep Hell on Earth. Landlines, The Wise and Not Kids, featuring Havoc, speaking of Mobb Deep. You got the Shush Dialect with AZ, Endgame with Styles P. The 90s Beeper Code, which is the closing track. Love basically every song on this album. Awesome production from the likes of Ray Sosa, Crown. What else is on here? J Soul, I love J Soul production. SI's Finest, Al Capella, Beetlejuice, spelled a different way. Fucking awesome album. If you want to get into Royale, this or Baltimore Housing Project are great places to start. So, you got Royale Criminal Discourse. These next two artists, as well as Royale, are artists that my homie Mikey put me onto. So, this is the second of the three I'm talking about with that, and this is Darby Trill with his, goddamn, what, I think it's just his sixth album called Creek, which also came out in 2023. Like I said, my homie Mike introduced me to Darby, Mikey Sears, back in 2022, and I got into him with the album Gully, as well as the Amputate EP, and then once this came out, I was fully invested in his music, because I still need to get more Darby albums, like his album Garden, which is my favorite, and also Willow, which he dropped last year. But this is my second favorite Darby album. It's all produced by Devereaux. This is just Juggalo, wicked shit. You got The Secret of the Mud, Spinal Fluid Smoothie, which is his most popular song. What else? A Red Stain on a White Robe. Sense of entitlement doesn't make up for lack of happiness. A moon fit for building castles with Ouija Mac. This is his first album under Ouija Mac's label, Chapter 17 Records, by the way. Whispers from the Mista Cabinet. Fucking love that song. Darby raps his ass off on it. I hate people who don't know when to shut up. Within the Realm of Misery. The shaman requires a sacrifice for his services. Put a bullet in the head of every bigot on the planet. All Day I Dream About Suffering, that's my favorite song here. That might be my favorite Darby song, because that got me through a lot, and still does to this day. So yeah, if you want to get into Darby Trill, and you love underground horrorcore shit, any of his Chapter 17 albums are a great place to start, but this is a good place to start here with Creek, which came out back in 2023. And now lastly for I have two more for the 2023 purchases. We got Recognize Ali, Back to Mecca 2. This is a sequel to his album Back to Mecca from 2017. And this is one of the best albums in underground I've heard in a long time. This isn't a real copy. I made this on Kanaki. You can tell by the poor disc art quality. But this is the alternate cover he Recognized did for the album. A lot of this, it's just dark, dusty, underground, East Coast rap. You got songs like Extraterrestrial, which is my favorite Recognize Ali song. Mad Years in the Game, Rec is the Illest. Moonwalking, Duck Down, What You Need, Wreck Was Here, Madism. So yeah, I fucking love this album. It was one of my top favorite albums of 2023 when this was new. So if you want to get into Recognize Ali, you can start with this, but also will start with Back to Mecca Part 1. And last year he dropped Back to Mecca Part 3, which is also a great album. So yeah, that's the third album up. Next up, I got Nira Nise, The Witch Unburned. This also came out in 2023. This isn't hip-hop, this is alternative rock. And this is actually my favorite album of 2023. I got this autograph when I ordered it. Been into Nira Nise's music since the pandemic. But this is the first time I'm talking about her on the channel. Known her for quite a while. And this is a fucking grunge, just fucking masterpiece album. And you got the lineup of Nira Nise. I want to go through that real quick. Nira Wasik, who is the vocalist, guitarist. Pawak Vincent Red, who plays bass. Conrad Pakita, I think, who plays drums. Yeah, I love this album. If you like Bass in Toyland, Hole, fucking Bikini Kill, L7, like that kind of alternative shit, you'll love this album. Songs like Blame Is Mine, Feathers, Bad Dreams, Tracks, Ugly Places, Fokaya, which is my favorite song on the album, In a Lie, the acoustic joint, Done With All the Shit. Fucking love this album. This is one of the best albums I have heard just fucking ever. It's one of my favorite albums of all time. I'll just say that. So if you want to get into the Nira Nise band, this is the only album they have out now, so this is the ideal place to start. The Witch Unburned 2023. Next up, another band that I've known for a little bit, kind of related to Nira Nise because they know each other. Quinn the Brain, Open Wide EP 2020. This is the only record they have out physically. They put out another EP a couple years ago called Bleed Me. I hope they press that up too because I love that shit as well. They're currently working on their first full-length album. And big fucking salutes to Art of Black, Rachel Roberts, and Clint Rader. That's the lineup of the band. Arta is on guitar and vocals. Rachel Roberts is on drums. Or bass. And Clint Rader is on drums. So, but the lineup was different on here. You got Clint Rader was playing bass on here. And their drummer at this time was a guy named Billy Kimmel. But the 4 songs in this EP are Open Wide, Step on Me, Comes in Threes, and Dark Skies. All 4 songs are fucking fire. Like I said, if you like Bass in Toyland, L7 type shit, check out this band, Quinn the Brain, the Open Wide EP. And check out the Bleed Me EP from 2024. Fire as fuck. Alright. That's the underground shit. Now we're getting into more commercial type shit. And first up, I'm going to keep it with the grunge theme. With Alice in Chains, the self-titled album, aka Tripod, or the Three-Legged Dog album, some people call it. This is my second favorite AIC album. My favorite's Dirt. I know people would say their second favorite is probably Jar of Flies. I love that EP too, but this is a full-length right here. And songs that I love in here especially are like Grind, Brush Away, Sludge Factory, Heaven Beside You, Head Creeps, Again, fucking So Close, Nothing Song, Over Now. Yeah. They got, they went with some longer song lengths on here. Like, some of these songs are like 7 to 8 minutes, but they don't feel like that. They don't drag on or anything like that. The way they structure the song, the longer songs in here are perfect. And then you got the shorter, straight up, forward, just rocky grunge tracks like Again and Brush Away. Heaven Beside You, that's kind of their more acoustic style of shit that they do with Jar of Flies. Love this fucking album. Alice in Chains Tripod, or self-titled, 1995. Next up, I was playing this album last night before I recorded this. EPMD, Business Never Personal, 1992, their 4th album. And this is my favorite EPMD album for sure. I love this shit. This is just fucking rugged roughneck music right here. And I found this out in the wild. I didn't buy this online, which is a surprise to me because I think a lot of the EPMD albums are out of print. I know this one is. But Eric Server's production on here is so fucking dirty and raw. I love Eric Server's production on here. It's like 1992, so think of like What the Album type production. You got joints like Boondocks, Nobody's Safe Chump, Can't Hear Nothing But the Music, I'm Slipping, Chill, Headbanger with Redman and K Solo, Scratch Bring It Back, which is my favorite song on the album, Crossover, dissing rappers that go commercial for radio appeal, Coming At You with Dawes Effects, Play the Next Man, It's Going Down, which was on the Juice soundtrack. Love this fucking album. It's my favorite EPMD album. Yes, over joints like Strictly Business and shit like that. EPMD, Business Not Personal, 1992. Sorry about that. Next is more underground shit for a quick minute. Mr. Hyde, Born of the Naked Dead, 2004. I got this album because, you know, I'm rapping with the homies Mikey Sears, Spooky Hippie. We're doing Times of Records, Jug Talk shit. And my style of rapping gets compared to Mr. Hyde, so I was like, Mr. Hyde, I've heard of him before, Psychological Records. So I checked this album out, blew me the fuck away. It's just underground boom bap production and fucking lyrical ass horrorcore rhymes. And this is a masterpiece. It's actually my favorite Psychological Records album. Yes, I know some people would say, like, you know, What's Wrong with Bill or Prefix for Death or Glory Days. Love all those albums, but this is the one for me. And this is the 2024 reissue because this was out of print for 20 years. But Hyde repressed it a couple years ago for its 20th anniversary. Songs like On the Prowl, Say My Name, which is fucking lyrically insane. Listen to that song. The Crazies with Necro, Ill Bill, Lord Goat, also fucking lyrically insane. The title track, Born of the Naked Dead, Spill Your Blood, Knife in Your Spine. Necro goes fucking crazy on that shit. Well, Street Veteran Part 2 with Ill Bill and Necro. Bums, Death Sentence with Sabak of Nonfiction, Married to Pain, I love that beat. Bugging Out with Kid Joe, R.I.P. Them, which is also Necro, Ill Bill, Lord Goat, or Gore-Tex from Nonfiction. Love this album. Like I said, it's lyrical, wicked shit, boom bap production album. Check this out. If you know your underground, you probably know this album. It's a classic, 2004. And then next up, this was another. These next two I found out in the wild as well. Got Third Base with the Cactus Revisited, 1990. This is literally just a remix EP of songs that were on the Cactus album. And to be completely transparent with you, I have not even listened to this. I'll probably listen to it one day, but I have no motivation to. Even though it's in my collection, I don't give a fuck because it's just remixes. I found this for $4 and I picked it up because I knew it was rare, and that's why I have it. But here's something I have listened to, and I love this album. Some West Coast shit right here. MC Eiht featuring CMW, Compton's Most Wanted, We Come Strapped. This is his first album just under the MC Eiht name, not under the group name Compton's Most Wanted. DJ Slip's still doing production on here. He's just going by his own name. Love that album insert. You got MC Eiht right there by the fucking pool table with all the 8 balls. So cool. I love the imagery with the pool table on this album. Just want to say that really quick. But you got Guess That Kill, Death Wish 3, Just Make the Hood Go Round, Compton Psycho, All for the Money, Nothing But High, Nothing But the Gangsta with Spice One and Redman, Going Out Like G's, Compton Bomb, fucking great West Coast album. Love the production on here. Like I said, it's still JJ Slip, but it's just under MC Eiht's name. So MC Eiht, Compton's Most Wanted, We Come Strapped. These last three, I'll just be honest, I made these on Kanaki because these are all very out of print. And started off with this batch. I have Group Home, Livin' Proof from 1995. Fully produced by DJ Premier. You know, the Group Home under the Gangstar Foundation umbrella. You got 2 members, Lil Dap and Malachi the Nutcracker. Lil Dap is definitely the better of the two. Malachi is kind of whack, in my opinion. But The DJ Premier production is what makes this album so fucking good. You got In a City Life, the title track Livin' Proof, that's a hip-hop classic. Suspended in Time, Up Against the Wall, the low budget mix, and the Getaway Car mix. That version is my favorite Primo beat of all time. I'll just put that out there. Forgive My Sins, Baby Paw, Superstar, which is also another big song off the album. 2000, The Realness. Classic album, some of DJ Premier's best production. And Lil Dap, Malachi Nutcracker, they do their thing. Lil Dap is definitely a shining star on this album, as well as DJ Premier as the producer. Payday Records shit from 1995, Group Home, Livin' Proof, Gangstar Foundation, R.I.P. Guru. These last two, we're going to the Hypnotized Mind side of things with these last two CDs. First up is Project Pat, Mr. Don't Play, Everything's Working. One of my favorite fucking hip-hop albums of all time. I'll just put that out there. Love this shit. And yes, I made this on Kanaki because this is very out of print and very expensive. And I'm not going to pay $100 for one CD because that is stupid. But you got songs like Chicken Head, which is a fucking hip-hop classic. Whole Lot of Weed. Don't Savor, If You Ain't From My Hood. Break the Law 2001. So High with Lord Infamous. We Can Get Gangster. Love that. Y'all niggas ain't no killers, y'all niggas some hoes. Ooh, nothing. We ain't scared, ho. We ain't scared, ho. Love that shit. Aggravated Robbery. North, Fucking With the Best, which is a Hypnotized Camp Posse song. Classic fucking album. Project Pat, Mr. Don't Play. This is my favorite album of his. He's got other great shit like Getty Green from 1999, Laying to Smackdown from 2002, but this will always be my favorite. And this came out under Loud Records, which you wouldn't expect an album like this to come out under Loud. You think of this East Coast shit when it comes to that label. But no, they released this before they went out of business. And they also put out a 3 6 Mafia's album When the Smoke Clears that the year before that. Speaking of 3 6 Mafia, my last CD here is 3 6 Mafia, Chapter 2 World Domination. This came out in 1997. This was their third album. I have Mr. Styles in my collection. I have that on vinyl up in storage. I need to get Chapter 1 the end to feel the Part 1, Part 2 thing. But this is my second favorite after Mystic Styles. Fucking awesome album, man. Like, so fucking good. You got Will Blast, Hit a Motherfucker, Are You Ready for Us with Dayton Family, Motivated, I Ain't Your Friend, What You Do, Who Got Them Nines, Gun Claps, Chapter Club 97, Late Night Tip, which was originally on Chapter 1, The End, Body Parts 2, sequel to Body Parts Off the End, Flashes, In Too Deep. My favorite song on the album, Anyone Out There, the Lord Infamous solo track. The story of that song is fucking crazy. Like, Lord Infamous is in a mental institution and he's trying to get out. So he was trying to fake his death by doing an overdose. And he gets the fucking maintenance man to key him up in a fucking pine box. And then get him out like he's dead. And then just get out of the box. But somebody kills the maintenance man and puts him in the casket. So now he's getting buried alive. So, fucking crazy story, and that's towards the back of the album. Legendary album, especially for, like, down south hip-hop and 1997 hip-hop. People say that hip-hop was kind of dying in 1997. I fully disagree. Albums like this, Wu-Tang Forever, fucking Overcast, Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars, The Great Malenko, The War Report. I could go on with classic 97 albums. 3 6 Mafia, When the Smoke Clears from 1997. That's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to like, subscribe, because I'll have more episodes for this coming up soon. I'll see you on the next one.